My mom said she had no money for groceries, but I found casino chips hidden in her purse. I was 17, working part-time at the local pizza place to help my mom with bills. Dad left when I was 12, and it had been just me and her ever since. She'd been telling me for weeks that money was tight, that we needed to cut back on everything. "Can you grab the generic cereal this time?" she'd say. Or, "Maybe we skip the frozen pizzas this week." I didn't mind helping out. I figured that's what families do. Last Tuesday, I came home from school and she was sitting at the kitchen table with this stressed look on her face, going through a stack of bills. She looked up when I walked in and said, "Honey, I hate to ask this, but can you cover groceries this week? I'm short about $60 until my next paycheck comes in." I handed over the cash without even thinking about it. It was most of what I'd made that week, but whatever. The next morning, I was looking for gum in her purse. She always said I could grab some if I needed it. That's when I felt something weird at the bottom. I pulled out this small Ziploc bag, and inside were casino chips. Not just a few either, but like 30 or 40 chips from the Riverboat Casino about 20 minutes from our house. I counted them up. They were worth almost $300. My stomach just dropped. I stood there in our kitchen, holding these chips, trying to make sense of it. She'd been asking me for grocery money while sitting on $300 in casino chips. I put them back exactly where I found them and went to school, but I couldn't focus on anything all day. When I got home, she was making dinner with the groceries I'd paid for, acting totally normal, asking about my day, talking about some show she wanted to watch later. I kept waiting for her to mention the casino or the chips, but she didn't say anything. She just sat there eating spaghetti like she hadn't lied to my face the day before. That weekend, she said she was going to visit her sister Rachel about an hour away. She left around noon on Saturday, said she'd be back Sunday evening. But Sunday morning, my friend Tyler texted me a picture. His dad worked security at the casino, and he'd seen my mom there Saturday night. She was at one of the poker tables, and according to Tyler, she'd been there for hours. When she got home Sunday, she had this guilty look on her face and immediately started acting extra nice. Made my favorite breakfast Monday morning, offered to do my laundry, kept asking if I needed anything. On Tuesday, she came to me again with the same story. Short on money, could I help with groceries? This time I said no. She got defensive real quick. Started going on about how hard she works, how I don't understand the pressure she's under, how she just needed help this one time. I went to my room and came back with the Ziploc bag of chips. I set it on the counter between us and said, "You want to explain these?" Her face went completely white. For like 10 seconds, she didn't say anything. Then she started crying and said it wasn't what it looked like, that the chips were old, that she'd found them in an old purse, that she'd forgotten they were even there. But I could see the date stamps on them. They were from last weekend. That's when everything came out. She'd been going to the casino every couple weeks for months. She said it started small, just $20 here and there when she was stressed about money. But then she won a few times and got hooked on that feeling. She'd been using money meant for bills and groceries, then panicking and asking me to cover the difference. The worst part was finding out how much she'd lost. She finally showed me her bank statements, and in the last 3 months, she'd blown through almost $2,000, money that could have paid our rent for 2 months or bought groceries for half a year. I moved in with my dad the next week. Turns out he'd been wanting me to live with him anyway, but never wanted to put me in the middle of anything.